7 Action News, always taking action for you.
A trial begins tomorrow that could redefine marriage and family here in Michigan.
Is our state's nearly decade-old ban on same-sex marriage constitutional? Well, tomorrow, 2 Metro Detroit nurses will challenge both restrictions to same-sex marriage and adoption. Both sides tonight are promising a fight.
7 Action News reporter Jeff Vaughn is standing by live in downtown Detroit at the federal courthouse, and all eyes will be there tomorrow. Jeff.
Certainly so, Stephen. Now, the key issue here is going to be children and a challenge to the Michigan adoption law. A judge in the courtroom behind me must decide if children are any worse off being raised by same-sex parents.
April DeBoer, Jane Rouse have 3 children, 1 adopted by April, 2 from Jane, which serve as foster parents together, mandated by the state, but prohibited by the state to marry and raise their special needs or medically challenged children. Together, they filed a lawsuit raising the issue of adoption among gay couples and a challenge to Michigan's same-sex marriage ban, arguing the state has no right to deny them the right to marry and adopt each other's children, forming a family.
Our argument is that our clients are a real family. They see themselves, and everybody who knows them sees them as a real family. And all we want is for the state of Michigan to recognize that they're a family.
Science will be a key testimony in this trial. DeBoer and Rouse's attorneys believe same-sex parents can be as good a mother and father.
We're talking about children who are at risk of being stuck in foster care, of being moved around in foster care, of aging out of foster care with nobody. And we know that the data on those kids is really grim.
Other scientific studies show children from same-sex parents have higher substance abuse issues, get divorced more often, and are more depressed. A professor at the University of Texas that held the study will argue on behalf of Michigan, which is upholding a 2004 constitutional amendment passed by 59%, creating marriages between 1 man and 1 woman. In 2008, the state Supreme Court upheld the amendment, and despite a U.S. Supreme Court overturning the definition of marriage, Michigan law stands today and has many supporters.
I love them, but I cannot stand with them.
Reverend Roland Caldwell is leading hundreds of pastors across Michigan in a religious protest against same-sex marriage and the raising of children by same-sex parents.
We're about to destroy the very foundation of marriage.
Now, I should note that Michigan same-sex couples can leave the state, adopt children anywhere else, come back to the state, and the state deems them as a family. I should also mention that in all other states, the courts ruled that it was discrimination to not allow same-sex couples to adopt. Might give an idea on how the judge will rule in this case. May or may not happen that way. Live in downtown Detroit, Jeff Vaughn, 7 Action News. Back to you.
Certainly a lot of eyes will be watching this case. Thanks a lot, Jeff. Well, Michigan's ban on same-sex marriage was passed by 59% of voters in 2004. Right now, gay marriage is legal in 17 states and the District of Columbia. We will follow this trial and bring you the very latest developments on 7 Action News and, of course, on WXYZ.com.